right, this is for the sign of Capricorn. So this is a general message for you guys. Anyone with prominent Capricorn placements in your birth chart, thank you for being here. All right, let's see what is coming through for you. As I was channeling and meditating on your energy, I did get the card of the threshold. So it just feels as though you are on the verge of something here. I don't know if this is a good thing or a negative thing. We'll see what the cards say, but you're almost there. Like, you're almost there. You're right at the line. You take one more step, you'll be on the other side. Okay, so whatever that means, let's get into it. What is in the personal energy for the Capricorn that I'm picking up on today, please? Capricorn, all right, you have Temperance, the Lovers. Okay, so in your personal energy so far, these are big cards, Capricorn, and the Queen of Swords. All right, so what this is telling me is that a relationship, partnership, type of engagement is on the mind right now. This is in your personal energy, so it is a focus. It is taking your thoughts. It is taking your energy at this time. You're thinking it through. You want to be really clear, crisp, clean in your thoughts here with the Queen of Swords as you navigate through this partnership. Temperance here is making me feel a sense of relief and gratitude. Okay, so I don't know what that means to you, but I don't know if this person is a relief. Communication that you've had with them has been relieving. There is a sense of coming together. There's union here with both the Temperance card and the Lovers card. They can represent that, like harmonizing two energies to create a whole. There's a lot of magic, but at the same time, it just feels like you are still trying your very, very best to stay practical, to stay logical, to not allow yourself to go far away into this fantasy-like thing. But maybe you're balancing that out because Temperance is here. It also talks about balancing. I don't know if the other person that you have in mind feels as though they are an angel or, sent by the heavens, sent from the heavens. There's something around, maybe it's like you've prayed for this thing, you have wished for this thing, wished and prayed to feel accepted, seen, validated, valued, like somebody to come in and really see you for who you are, your true self, and accept you wholeheartedly, unconditionally. You could be feeling this way for someone else as well. But I don't know. I'm also picking up on a little bit of silence as well. Like, are you just like far off thinking about this, or maybe you're not communicating these feelings to this person at this time? I don't know if you feel like it's not the right time to do that. You're coming together with something. The universe is speaking to you through Temperance, through this synchronistic coincidence feeling. Maybe you met this person in a synchronistic way. Maybe this person, since you have been around them, you see a lot of signs from the universe or something like that, and you feel like it's big, like the universe is pushing you towards this union. There could be some like really powerful magnetic chemistry, attraction, the pulling or pushing toward one another. I think that there's potential for all of this. I just don't know how hard you are fighting it, or if you're fighting it at all, because the Queen of Swords is just throwing me off a little bit. You're just trying to be as realistic as possible. It's like, stay clear, stay clear. Don't let these feelings, get a hold of you, or you don't want these feelings to just overwhelm you or take all of your thoughts and energy. Maybe it's like I have other things to do. I can't forget about the rest of my life. I can't forget about all the other stuff. Let's see what's driving this energy. Get some more details here for you guys. It's like rationalizing it, intellectualizing it. You have the Six of Pentacles. What else in the environment? The energy of the environment. The Eight of Wands. Something is happening really quickly. You can get caught up in it if you allow yourself. And maybe that's what you're trying not to do, right? Is you don't want to get caught up in this whole thing here. I have a new setup, how I'm laying out the cards and setting them up. So I'm just trying to figure this out and make sure that everything works well. All right, let's see. So you have the Six of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, and the Six of Swords in the energy of the environment. Like I said, something is happening quickly. You have two sixes here. So yeah, this is going back to this energy of the thresholds, because when you're at the 5, the number 5, you're at a standstill, because this is where things change, right? So there's no forward movement. There is only change movement at the 5 energy. Then you go into the 6, you're at the other side now, okay? So something is calling for you to go to the other side, to cross the line, to say yes, to take a leap, take the jump. You know, there's a doorway, and something is pushing you to go inside the door, step inside the door, or something like that. And so I think that the advice here is more so get out of your head. Allow the energy of the fire, the energy of the lovers here to just really take you where it has to go, where you need to go with this event, with this situation. Maybe you're not consciously resisting it, but you are definitely trying to rationalize it, which could be putting a damper, or like just not allowing you and the other person to completely feel this thing, 100% or something like that. Like you want to go, you want to take the leap, you want to say yes, but then it's just like, oh, like something's holding you back and you're just too much in your head. These situations, especially a lover's situations with all of this Eight of Wands passion, is like, it's some, like, how can I say, this experience comes into our life so we can experience it and we can feel it. Yes, you want to still stay clear headed as much as you can, right? Like if there's any red flags that come up, or whatever, because there's bound to be certain things, right? We're dealing with humans here. None of us are perfect. But at the same time, balancing that with allowing yourself to just feel this experience completely. The experience is here for you at this time so you can experience it and feel it. Because there's something to gain, there's something to learn, there's something to become aware of, right? Like if you've never experienced this before, it's happening at a time of your life where it's time for you to experience this type of feeling. Like allow yourself to do it. Does that make sense? I don't know. Let's see what is in the rest. Let's go into the rest of the reading, get some more details here. There is reciprocal energy, I think that this situation or this person, there's value, there's an add to your life in some way. I think that you also want to be there for the thing or for the person as well, and make sure that you are also providing and doing your part in it. I don't know if that's a concern for you, like if you feel that if you have not said yes or taken the risk and the plunge past this threshold, that maybe you feel like you're not doing your part. Somebody here may feel like they're not doing their part, but once they do this thing propels and it happens quickly, and there's a lot of energy and momentum that takes place once somebody sort of puts down the boundary and lets go of the resistance. All right, let's get into some more energy here. You have the Hanged Man. You're taking a pause right now and you're thinking it through. Okay. Maybe you're being a little stubborn, a little standoffish. You have the Four of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. Let's move this over. Sorry about this. I just need to get used to it. Yeah, you're wanting to learn more. You're wanting to know more about this person or this situation here. Ooh, there's that Queen of Swords again. You're pausing, you're taking a step back so you can evaluate the situation. There's a need to get a different perspective on it for some reason as well. It's like, is this really what I want? You're on the verge of something new. It feels like it's a big situation now. It's a big step. You're considering this as a big step. So you're taking it seriously and you're evaluating. You're trying to learn something about yourself and learn something about this external thing. I don't know if if you feel rushed, if you feel pressured, you know that something wants to happen quickly. You know there's a lot of passion behind something, and it's like, no, we need to wait. We need to hold off a bit. You're in a really good spot as the Empress here in the middle of this spread. You have everything you need. You know your value. You know what you bring to the table. I don't know if things are lining up for you. It's like starting to feel like it's really passionate, but at the same time, there's, I don't know if there's like trauma or previous experience that you have had that is causing this like hesitation. Someone is feeling hesitant. You're trying to find the truth of something really, really strongly. What is this truth? You're almost there. You're almost at the truth. Is this fulfilling? Is this supporting you? Is this the real thing? Someone is asking, like, is this the real thing? I don't know if this is the real thing, because this person or this situation acts a little funky sometimes. They're too flirty. You know, their words are too, like, they're too charming, or they say things that for you maybe aren't as meaningful. Maybe they're just a little like wordy, right? Like they use their words a lot, I'm feeling here. Um, but something is not adding up. There's some hesitation. This, like, something happens where it keeps you up at night. You're trying to figure it out and you're trying to see the truth of this thing. This whole reading in this side is making me feel like that. Like you're in search of the truth. The Queen of Swords here twice. She needs to be sure. She needs to be clear. You may be needing to communicate your boundaries, where you're coming from, your opinion on the situation. And I think that you're gathering all of this information up now. Like, you really need to be solid in what you want or what you don't want out of this situation. You like the passion, you like the connection, but there's something off about it that it's like you don't trust it completely at this time. Which is valid. I mean, that's perfectly fine, especially for an energy like you, a sign like you. Like, no one's gonna play with a Capricorn, right? Like, you're not here for that. You're not gonna show up and give your time, energy, effort into somebody else. Like, that's not what you do. You know, Like if you're gonna be there for somebody and put your whole heart and mind and energy into it, they have to be the right person, and they have to show up in that way as well, right? Like you're not gonna be babysitting, hand holding, you know, like holding this whole relationship along the entire way. Like they have to show up and they have to do something. And so maybe all you see at this point is flirtation, is words, is charm. You know, this person says the right thing at the right time, and it's just like, oh my God, give me a break. You know, like it may throw you off a little bit. It may turn you off a little bit as well. Let's see. What am I saying? What am I doing? Okay. It's just because I'm getting used to this new spread that I don't know. It's throwing me off a little bit, but I'll get used to it. Okay. Let's get some clarifiers is what I was trying to say. If this is relating to you in any way, please click the little like button on the video. I would appreciate it. I'm sure you can tell that my channel is still small, so you know the algorithm of YouTube does not put it out there for more people to see. And I don't know. I'm a big believer that the right person will click on the videos that they have to watch, right? That have a message for them. But you know, I would still love for more people to view the readings and know about the channel. So if you click on the like button or even subscribe, you don't even have to click on the like button, but you can subscribe. All of that does help the channel grow little by little. And so I would appreciate it. But either way, thank you so much for being here and letting me read for you today. All right, so let's see. What is the Hanged Man about? Let's clarify the Hanged Man. Why the need to step back and take a pause here? You feel that you need to nurture yourself in some way. You need to stop nurturing. You need to stop over giving. I don't know if some of you feel like, okay, like stop, enough. Like you were so much into this relationship or this situation. You were giving. And all of a sudden something happens where something clicked within you here with the Queen of Swords, and it's just like, wait a minute. I'm giving too much of my time, my energy, my effort to this thing. Maybe you feel like you're neglecting yourself a little bit. And so at this time, you're needing to like take a break from that and do some self-love, self-care, self-nurture type of rituals, or, you know, just go get a massage, go to the spa, get your hair done, your nails done, like something like that. You know, take a break, take a little vacation, take a drive, you know, if you're a male and you don't do spa things. You know, work on a project. I don't know, whatever nurtures your soul. But at this time that you are listening, something happens where it's like, enough. You feel like this is too much. There's too much going on here. I don't know where you can see that. Too much happening. It just feels like one thing after another. You overcome this, whatever these responsibilities, obligations are. Yes, you overcome them, but just the advice here is to do it with love, you know, to do it in a loving way, to listen to your body, listen to your soul. What do you need to be, you know, the most effective you can be, to be the most whole you that you can be. All right, what is the Four of Pentacles? This is a little bit of rigidity, some stubbornness. You're holding on tight to what you have here. I do feel silence. Somebody's being real quiet here. There's the Wheel of Fortune. Maybe you feel, for some of you, this has to do with, you know, your stability, your money. It's like you feel like you have to hold on to what you have because you foresee some type of change coming through in the future financially. there's something big brewing. There's something that you're anticipating, something that you're working on. Eventually, not right now, but you know, eventually it's going to come up. This is like like the day is here. The day that you've been waiting for. Could be also that, you know, has to do with the threshold of like you're almost there. You're almost at this, you know, big moment of your life, this pivotal moment. You know it's coming. You know it's inevitable. It's something you've been working on. And so it's like, stay the course, stay the course, stay the course. Don't allow distraction. Don't allow anything to interfere. You know, as things are coming up, it's like, focus on this, focus on this. I'm doing what I love. This is what I love. Does that make sense? Page of Swords. What is the Page of Swords? You're learning something. You're looking into something. You're weighing your options here. Pros and cons. You know, you're making a pros and cons list about something. I think that you're realizing that this is just too much for you. Whatever this energy is over here is starting to just pile up on you. You need a little bit of freedom. You need a little bit of breathing room. Like, if you're in doubt, if you feel like that it's like, if you're having to make a pros and cons list, whether that's literal or just as a concept, but you're in this energy of like, should I or shouldn't I, or should I stop this or not? Like, two opposite sides of the spectrum. You need to come back to the middle. But either way, it's like, if you feel that you have to do that at all, like, that's already an indicator there saying like, hey, like, back up, you know? If this was right for you, if you felt good about it, you wouldn't have to be so stressed or preoccupied with like, should I or shouldn't I energy. Does that make sense? This is just too heavy for you. You're stressed out, or it just like, you're tired. I feel like you're tired. You have so much going on. Go to your people that love you and support you. You know, like, when I used to feel this way, I used to just end up on my mom's couch for days. That was my self-love moment, you know? And my mom, I love her, like, thank you. Like, she would take care of me, and she would feed me and feed my children, and, you know, but just allow me to sleep and, like, lay on the couch and do nothing for a little bit, right? Like, it just feels like there's a lot happening. You're trying to juggle all of these different things, and it's just starting to pile on you. The advice here is to, you know, love yourself and take care of yourself, take care of your body, and go to the people that support you and love you here. You have it. You have the moral support. You have the emotional support. What else am I picking up from this Ten of Cups? Because the moon came out with it, which is throwing me off a little bit. There's something that you don't know at the same time. I think that if you were to just step back and not be so close and involved in this thing, and you step back, go have a good time with the people you love, the people you care about, and get out of it for a bit, hopefully you'll start to come to terms and be really clear on this missing element. Because I feel like you do think that. You do think that something is missing. There's a piece of information is missing. You don't have all of the story, which is, it's not making it easy for you to commit to this thing and give yourself to it, you know. But you are waiting for something like this to happen, as it relates to finding the truth. During this time, you could also come to terms with what you really feel. Maybe there's a how can I say, like a projection in some way where you think that something is missing from the other person or from the situation, but there's also a part of you that is missing, right? Like, as far as maybe you're not completely aware of an emotion you have, or an emotion that you lack for this thing, right? Like there's a missing piece of yourself, and how you show up and how you feel about this person or this situation. What is the Empress? Eight of Swords, King of Wands. Whatever it is, it's because it doesn't make you feel like you are secure. It's not a secure feeling, whatever this is that you're dealing with. You could be dealing with another person who is a King of Wands like energy. There's too much. There's too much for a King of Wands and a Capricorn energy together. They can make a formidable couple partnership as it relates to getting something done, creating something, building something of solid nature. But if this is a situation where this person, in some way, the relationship entails romance or friendship, or something where there is no responsibility under it, right? Like there's no foundation under it. It's just a rapport building, friendly. I don't know how to explain this. Like if you're dealing with a person like this, they don't make you feel very steady and very like grounded, because they're King of Wands, male or female. They're always up. They're always doing something. They're always all about everywhere. There's no groundedness. There's no heavy density to them. They're fire. Okay, this is not an earth-based type of person the way you are, where you are unmovable, unshakable, right? Like you are earth, like completely. So it's, I don't know, it's just this like opposite when it comes to that. You need more commitment. You need more assurance. You need reassurance. You need consistency. You need predictability in this person. You need to know their actions. Like, if something happens, how are they going to react, right? Like, do they have a temper? Can you depend on them? This person may not feel very dependable. And it's something that you, as the Empress here, an Earth Empress, because you're the earth element, needs in a partnership or relationship. Like, you can't do the wishy-washy, flighty type of energy. Yeah, it's fun, but at a distance. It's fun, but not always, So if this is a matter of choosing whether or not to be with this person or in this situation, like committed to it, I think that that's where you're having the issue. Queen of Swords. Six of Pentacles. You clearly see the imbalance when it comes to the effort, energy, money. I don't know. There is an imbalance when it, like, as it relates to the give and take and showing up for one another equally. I give to you, you give to me type of thing. Something is lacking there. And this queen, your clarity, your precise type of observation, when you are dealing with other people and you pick up on their moves and their actions and things like that, like you clearly see that. You clearly see that there is an imbalance in some way. It's a lot of fun, party, happy-go-lucky, hype, positive energy here. I think that, maybe they don't have the worst intentions. I think they're all right as it relates to their intentions. They want to have fun. They have fun with you. You have fun with them. There's an innocence behind it. There's a purity behind it. This person feels like a child heart, like a pure heart, a kid, playful. I just don't know how playful you are. I mean, maybe you can be, but like, there needs to be some work done. There needs to be something. There's productivity here that's lacking. Knight of Cups. I mean, yeah, Knight of Cups. What is this charmer about? Get some more info here. This person's they see you as nurturing. They see you, maybe they have like a mommy complex or something. It's like you take care of them, you accept them, you know, you laugh at their jokes, I don't know, something. Some of you may be dealing with your mother in some way. The mother has a lot of influence here. But, or you as a mother. This card just threw me off. What is this? They have expectations. I heard that. I feel that. Like, their disposition is a certain way, right? Like, they're playful. I don't know, they take things too seriously, whatever this is. But in the background, there is a seriousness to this person. There is something serious going on in their life. It may have to do with their parents. It may have to do with expectation, like they feel that they are. What is this feeling? They're dealing. I don't know. They're dealing with some sort of authority figure who is really critical, really judgmental, really hard on them. Like, they know that they have to perform and be a certain way. That and I don't think that they're really like that. They come from a background where the mom is the nurturer, the dad or the male is more hard on them. But they just are full of light. You know, they're full of light. And because they're full of light, they come off as charmer, as just always happy. What is the Seven of Swords? And I think that that's why they gravitate towards you, because you are very nurturing. I don't know if you know something about their history or about their family. It could be something that they have been hiding. And this does come out soon after you hear this reading at some point. This is the missing piece. Your intuition was you were picking up on it intuitively this whole time. There's something about the way they act that's just like, how can somebody act like that? You know, how can somebody be like this all the time? Or, you know, I don't know. There's like a miss. There's energy that's like doesn't match, doesn't go together. And so you've been, whether you vocalize that to them or not, it's definitely something on your mind. So you cannot come together completely with them in the lover situation because this part is missing, you know, which is understandable completely. And then the Seven of Swords, this is where the truth sort of comes out, what they've been hiding. What have they been hiding? They've been hiding that they're a little spoiled. I'm feeling that. I'm feeling somebody to be spoiled. But no, I mean, something will come out. It's going to take a lot of strength and vulnerability for this to happen. But their true colors, their true self will show. I think that this person is also, even though they have obligations or expectations of them, they are still trying their best to balance what is expected of them and who they are in spirit, right? Like, who they are as a person, as a soul. And they're still trying to balance, like, going after what truly makes them happy. Somebody here is going to surprise another person with, like, there's been a change of plans, or I'm going after this now. This is who I really am. This is what makes me happy. Like they have been on one direction for so long, and maybe this could be you as well. I don't know, but maybe they are on the verge of either finishing something that they've been working on and changing course, or I don't know how to explain it. Like on the verge of this new thing, whoever they are, whatever that they've been working on. This is like their wish come true, their happiness here with the Nine of Cups. This is something that makes them feel whole. Like it's like I'm getting also the feeling of like bringing your walls, someone's walls down, and just being able to breathe. You know how like if you feel more, I know this happens more so with women, but I'm sure with men too. Like you have like tight clothes on and all day you're out, you're working or whatever, and it's just like a little uncomfortable. But when you get home and you change, you put your pajamas on, you can just breathe, right? Like it feels like that. Like this is who I am, right? This is my authentic self, or whatever the case is. It could be something literal like that, or that's just like an example or symbolism of the feeling that I'm getting. But somebody can just breathe now. What is the Nine of Swords? Ten of Cups. Now that they are who they are, or you are who you are, and you're not holding back anymore, you have a fear that people won't accept you, or they have a fear that somebody won't accept them. But I mean, this whole situation happened. Everything happens how it's supposed to happen. Everything turns out how it's supposed to turn out. Balance, you know, alignment, equilibrium, justice, karma. The universe comes through and realigns everything how it's supposed to be, puts everything back in order. Once this person or you comes through and says like, this is who I really am, this is what I really want, things are back in order. And maybe for a while after that, there is some anxiety and fear that now that somebody is who they are, they won't be accepted, they won't be loved, things will change. But you just have to go through that, right? It takes time for change to settle, and you will settle. Just be patient with yourself, or if it's another person, you know, be patient with them. You have the two aces at the bottom of the deck here. This is truth, and this is purity of love and intention. It just feels like even from the beginning, you know, it's time for intentions to be shown, to be said, their truth to come out, you know, someone to be guided by their heart, by their authenticity, by who they are, and be truthful, whatever that means to you. All right. Well, let's see what the universe, what guidance the universe has. This is the Sacred Geometry Oracle deck. What do we have for the Capricorn, please? Capricorn. What is the message here? Authority. The frequency of authority reminds us that true authority is powerful, directed, and realized, yet receptive, wise, and loving. Be open to these changes. Be open if it's another person you're dealing with, right? Like when they share and they start to open up and be more vulnerable, you know, look at them and deal with them as a fellow human being, not as a potential partner, lover, business partner, like whatever, right? As just a human being, be open, be receptive to what they're trying to tell you, what they're trying to show you. But at the same time, um, you know, you don't want to, you want to be careful with over nurturing, right? Like, let people feel, let them go through their journey, let them feel the heat, the fear, the anxiety, like whatever it is, right? Like, that's part of their experience as mothers. For whoever is listening that needs to hear this part, because the Queen of Cups came out, and there was a lot of talk around that nurturing feeling as the mother archetype, the mother frequency. That energy tends to want to handhold and baby other people when they are going through a hard situation, right? Or having a hard time. This doesn't feel too difficult. It just feels like someone is coming into their own and realizing who they are, what they want, whether this is you or someone else, and having the courage and the vulnerability to be open and speak on it, knowing that certain things may or may not change. And so allow them to do that, and hold space for them versus babying them or hand holding them, if that makes sense. But part of this authority card, it says, be receptive, wise, and loving. That you can still be that, by listening, by being present, by accepting, and not making someone feel weird because they've changed, or because they're not who they said they were, or whatever the case is, right? Like, there's always something special about the people that you can be different with, and they don't judge you, and they don't make you feel odd because you already feel like you're odd, right? Like, I'm getting that type of feeling, like dealing with someone like that, which is a beautiful thing. If that's you, if not, then that's someone else that you're dealing with, which is also, something to be grateful for. Alrighty, well, I hope this helps someone. Thank you again, as always, for your time and energy and allowing me to read for you. If this was not your reading, check out your rising sign, your moon sign, your partner sign, and subscribe to the channel, like the video. If you're interested in a personal reading, my email address is on the description of the video. Just send me an email and I'll get back to you. All right, we'll see you on the next one. Thank you.